Beautiful, isn't it? My name is BJ Hogg and I'm the writer and director of Promises. Shortly we're going to show you a synopsis of our story, and later I'll introduce key elements of our crew and also the locations that we found here in Wales to replicate Ireland in 1963. But for now, Ashley, fade to black. Cue video. Promises. What happens when a luxurious yacht sails into Kalara harbour and an impeccably dressed denim-clad Yankee walks through the town? He's an American with pockets full of money and an agenda. A 50-year-old love story comes to a final close and a new love blossoms as the people learn of the power of humour, passion, love and the American dollar. Set in the Irish harbour village of Kalara, normal day-to-day life is interrupted by the arrival of an incongruous all-American visitor, Johnny Marnie. The lives of the villagers, Tara and Granny, will be affected by Johnny and what he brings. The people of Kalara can't take their eyes off the wildly handsome visitor who drops anchor in their harbour. Arriving in their midst from his large and opulent yacht, it seems he has an even larger wallet. Johnny is on a mission, it seems, as money flows from his pockets to buy ordinary objects around the town at exorbitant prices. The people of Kalara are more than willing to cooperate and reciprocate by offering their wares and services. Indeed, who is conning whom? Suspicion surrounding their extraordinary visitor soon replaces amusement. Helping to relieve Johnny of his cash is replaced by trying to outwit this Yank at his own game, whatever that game may be. Johnny intends to buy property in the village. Father O'Neill, who is very watchful of his flock, is deeply wary of any outsider, especially this American and his compulsive spending habits. But not so much that he won't cut a deal with Johnny to purchase the run-down Kalara Castle, which represents a 10% fee to the priest's parish. Johnny meets a young widow, Tara O'Carolan. She is attractive and intelligent. Tara, whose life was put on hold following the tragic death of her darling husband Jimmy, is disconcerted to realise the handsome, intelligent Yank finds her interesting, but is even more unsettled to find herself rising to his attentions. Liam, childhood friend of both Tara and the late Jimmy, is certain that, like the bequest of his friend's best coat, Jimmy has also bequeathed and entrusted to him his wife. However, this Yankee blow-in is changing the comfortable plan. Tara, not ready to open her heart to Liam as a replacement for Jimmy, is finding it hard to accept Liam's assumptions. Johnny, however, is another animal. Johnny and Tara can't deny what's happening between them. As things start to heat up, so does Liam's jealousy. For the first time since Jimmy's demise, Liam has a rival for Tara's affections. Tara begins to realise her heart can still beat a little faster. She was safe with Liam, but now this larger-than-life American has thrown her into the emotional deep end. Granny, the eyes and soul of the village, whose secret first love was lost to her many years before, is the only one who understands what's happening between Tara and Johnny. Granny's wisdom and advice is needed as Tara tries to understand what is going on in her heart and in the village since Johnny arrived on the scene. With a suggestion from Father O'Neill, Liam and his collaborator Colin concoct a plan to uncover the truth about Johnny. Whilst executing their plan, they also discover that he's engaged to Barbie Martin back home in Texas. Under false pretenses, Barbie is sent for and arrives in Kalara bag and baggage. Johnny, it seems, is not free, and her arrival throws a very large monkey wrench into the growing relationship between Johnny and Tara. When Barbie mistakes the thundering horde storming Kalara Castle for the welcome wagon, she stirs up a hornet's nest with the locals from villages all around. She reveals publicly that Johnny's true intentions are to turn Kalara into Ireland's first Shamrock Land. a massive theme park. Through Barbie, Johnny has been forced to unveil the true nature of his business in Killara. And just when the town is ready to tar and feather him for this, much changes when Johnny announces that President Kennedy is a close friend and has invited him and a representative from the village to meet him. Johnny chooses Granny, but Granny chooses Tara to go to Cork in her place. For Tara, the journey with Johnny to meet John F. Kennedy will be one of the most unforgettable moments in her life, until the night JFK arrives at Toolan's pub in Killara. The inevitable ceilidh, music and dance, and a special guest ensues. Johnny reveals to Granny she is also part of the reason he is in Killara. He's bringing closure to a secret his grandfather and Granny had hidden for 50 years. Johnny and Tara, neither being free, run the gamut of undeniable burning romance. Their two lives seem set on a steady path, until their meeting replicates a previous coupling and triggers the kind of emotions rarely found, and sets them on a journey that touches not just each other, but a whole community and culture. In the journey of the main characters, we live through the humour of a ditzy band of villagers, a quirky goose, a mad dog, the music and the culture of two connected nations, and the dry wit of a watchful clergyman, and the gravitas of a silent confidant. Two love stories intertwined across two continents, down through the generations, creating a romantic, timeless, nostalgic and sometimes humorous story about Ireland in a gentler time. A sumptuous discovery of the strength and passion that accompanies unexpected, yet undeniable true love. This story is dedicated to the millions of people, whether citizen or visitor, who once walked the bogs of Allen, the mountains of Mourne, or the fields of Athenry and had to leave. They come back. They always do. Well, that's the gist of our story. And now I'd like to show you the locations and play you a piece of music that we're having specially written for the film. But first, those key members of our production team. Pull wide, Ashley. In you come. Joe Gilbert, our producer, who's willing to get her sleeves rolled up and her hands dirty. And our director of photography, Ashley Rowe, who's going to fill the screen with beautiful images. Swinging the boom today, Freddie Coulthard, one of our ADs. Okay, chop chop, back to work. Wardrobe. And the Stetson? Well, let's just say I'm an Irishman. We're the original cowboys.
Hi.